barely put a foot wrong since arriving from Brekum last season. He's made that right back spot. His permanent role, very impressive week in, week out. Here is Siedu, Samba O'Neill, Amidu Akwa. Loves to take on defenders. Now Siedu Akwa can't go past Arjaman. That's clever reading of the game by Arjaman.
But I think that was a very much important, clever touch from him, making sure that he was going just for the ball and not for the man. Kotoko gradually trying to push for a second before the break.
Papayaya, Adabo. Kotoko taking control of the game at this point. Samba O'Neill is trying to pick out Amidu Akwa. He just can't get to him.
That was poor decision there from the captain. He was trying to go expansive to pick Peter Amidu. But credit to Babayaya. He's been the maverick in the Asante Kotoko team. Seems to be opening up the locked spaces that existed in the Aduana team.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, Dreams FC are up by 1-0 against Hoho United. 11 Wonders have just equalized against Mediama. It's 1-1 in Legon. And Holy Stars are drawing against Vision. Here at the Babayara is 1-1. Amidu Akwa and Boache steps out to clear the danger. Hearts of Lions are up by 1 goal against Young Apostles in Kando. We're into the final seconds of stoppage time at the Babayara. It's Kotoko 1, Aduana 1. Siedu with a long throw in. Chance for a second. And Saka Dauda fails to make the most of this glorious opportunity. There's a corner for Asante Kotoko.
Morifin Donzo there making use of his aerial threat. Flicking that one onto the blind side, and he nearly caught William Intori Denchi off his mark.
Baba Yaya goes for the short corner to Saka Dauda. He gets a return. Here is Baba looking for space to drive. He sets up Siedu and is blasted over the bar for a goal kick.
That was intelligent play there from the Asante Kotoko team, but unfortunately this time around, Siedu with his left foot hit it too high, too much power and pace over the bar.
Siedu unleashing this powerful one from distance. It's halftime at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. The top liner has lived up to it. Truly Sunday special at the Babayara Stadium. Halftime, Asante Kotoko 1, Aduana 1. Lord Amos scoring the equalizer for Kotoko after Emmanuel Mafo had put Aduana ahead on the 5th-minute mark of the game.
an entertaining first 45 minutes here at the Baba Sports Stadium between Aduana and Asante Kotoko, who are the home side. It's 1-1, and it has produced everything that you want from a clash like this. I'm here with the assistant coach of Aduana, Loris Maulom. Loris, I mean, you started brilliantly, scored the opening goal, got a lot of chances, but you couldn't take them, and you've been pegged back. What needs to change in the second half if you want to win this game?
Yeah, thank you very much. As you said, we have started very well, and that's our game plan. But unfortunately, we missed few chances, and we lost concentration in the defensive of the set pieces, and that resulted in their equalizer in the goal now. So the most important thing is to work on our attacking third, and then the psychological side to stay calm in the game. This is a high-profile game. There's nothing to worry about and the rest. Anything that happens, we're just going to take it up. And
now, quick one. I saw you fuming on the touchline. Do you think you deserve the penalty, that particular incident?
I'm not worried. I'm not complaining about the penalty. I'm just complaining what my player have to do at that moment. Whether the ball in favor of us or not, there's something they have to do, or the players have to do. So I don't have to say about the penalty issues, but I just have to say about my players, the arrangement.
Okay.
When the game is going on.
Now let's see what happens in the second half. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And the second half promises to be interesting. I'll be joined by the assistant coach of Asante Kotoko pretty shortly, Coach Prince Owusu, and he will be telling us what they need to do. Now, Coach, it wasn't the best of start for you. Yeah. You conceded, but you managed to come back. Second half, 45 minutes to play for. What needs to change?
Yeah, I think immediately after the 35 minutes going, we got our feet back in the game. And we started, pushing, trying to push ahead a little bit. But I think the second half we're going to push a lot. And these boys are being motivated when these fans come behind them. Yeah. And I just saw it happening. So I know we're going to see a different game.
Now, I saw you, Jojo, with Coach Abdul Karim Zito before that substitution of Tenedu and Baba Yaya coming in. What really prompted that?
Yeah, we couldn't get any creativity in the middle there. So it was difficult for us. And then we brought Baba in, and we messed it up to him, and he understood it. And he felt that is the best thing to do. So we did it. Yeah.
We wish you well for the second half, and we are looking forward to that one. Coach Prince also is the assistant coach of Asante Kotoko. 1-1 here between Asante Kotoko and Aduana. We take a quick breather. When we return, I'll be joined by Jeffrey Asari.
And Maxwell Atta controlling the midfield, took charge of the midfield. Then that moment you were talking about, King. That moment was once again Henson and Ponsa to Seydou Sana before the try. Unfortunately, poor goalkeeping by Aziz Adari. When a shot is driven to a goalkeeper, you don't parry the ball into play, you send it sideways into touch. You understand me? Then Imanamafo follow up with an excellent rebound and score the goal.
Of course. Then I saw goalkeeper Adari exchange words with his defense. He felt that they should have been alert with that when that shot was coming in.
It's true, they should have been alert, but he also took a poor decision. Once you expect them to be alert, you can't anticipate or guarantee that. But do your job. He failed to do his job, so he has no business querying them at that time when he has failed to do his job.
Of course, and Sana has been unplayable in this game.
He's been brilliant in this game. I mean, he was controlling things. He, Meshak Efri and Mafo has been brilliant. Look, he gave a pass to Mafo, and then you see Aziz Daria to tip it to corner. And then there was that 1-2 between him and then Meshak Efri also on the right side, and he was able to put that one over the bar. So it's been excellent performance from Seydou Sena and Henson and Ponsa.
Now it was a dream start for Aduana, dominating the game, creating all chances. They felt they should have been given a penalty by referee Moro Osman. From where you sat, do you think it would have been a legitimate goal?
So my question always is that tackle, if I have had happen in the middle of the park anyway, it's a free kick. If it's a free kick, that should have been a penalty.
Then Aduana, had to still create a lot of chances. It looks like the Kotoko midfield was non-existent. Tenedu together with Samba One was just not working.
No, they were neutralized. The game was controlled by the Aduana midfielder. And you realize on few occasions when Sakadada decided to go wide left, you have Stephen Bedu making sure he's closing him down. I mean, on 2 occasions, he closed him down. You have Patrick Asiedu send an excellent cross. Bedu and Alex Bachi defending very, very well. So it was very difficult for Kotoko to create any spark in the middle of the park. So that was what led to the change that Tinedu out and Baba Yaya in.
Now you are talking about the lack of creativity in that Kotoko midfield. It has had a really huge impact on them until we had Baba Yaya coming on for Tinedu. That change, do you think it was a perfect one at that point?
It was crucial at that point because Kotoko was playing so deep, we're losing possession, we're not seizing the moment in the midfield. They were allowing Aduana to have a full day in midfield, so it gave Aduana a lot of attacking options to set forward and create a lot of opportunities.
Of course, and out of the blue, Asante Kotoko also got that goal. A powerful driver from Lord Amua eluded a goalkeeper. It looks like he came off an Aduana player before going in.
Yeah, I think so, slightly. But the point is that they were not expecting a drive from Lord Amua. So the entire defense, the entire goalkeeper, they were stunned by the strike. But that's a wonderful strike from a defender. He's good at that, but just that he's not consistent.
Of course, and that is how things went there. It's 1-1 between Asante Kotoko and, of course, Aduana here. Second 45 minutes coming your way, and it promises to be a very interesting one. Let's take a quick breather. We will be right shortly. We'll be kicking off with the second half here at the Babayara Sports Stadium. So 1-1 between Asante Kotoko and Aduana. Now, Jeff, second half coming up. What do you expect, especially from Asante Kotoko, now that the fans are in their numbers and are behind them?
Well, I expect Kotoko to create more opportunities. Babayara is in, so there will be more creativity up front. I will expect that they will push forward more than in the first half. And then for Aduana Stars, I expect them to learn to be clinical in front of goal. They are creating the chances, but the clinical finishing is the problem. They should have been at least minimum 2 goals up in the first 45 minutes.
Now, it looks like the last 10 minutes of the game, Aduana lost team a bit and Kotoko were attacking them. 1 point wouldn't be bad for Aduana. Do you expect them to be more conservative in the next 45 minutes?
I mean, they should play compact, but create opportunity and go for the kill. I mean, this association football where 3-point matters, especially when they drop point at home against Mediama. So I expect that they play very tight, but when the opportunity comes, they should at least try and get a goal.
Of course, and there are a lot of players that Aduana can also call on, the likes of Sam Adams, Brighty J, Charles Jemfi Kamara, or on the bench. Is it time that Chuba Aristika dips his hand into the bench pool?
Well, I think that when the game is ongoing around 70th minute and things are not going, you can be able to take Meshaka free, a very experienced Brighty J or Kamara. Kamara has proven that when he comes on as a sub, he does well. So either Kamara, Charles Jemfi, or Brighter J, the two of them can come in the second half.
Of course, and for Asante Kotoko, Kotoko is back. 45 minutes for him?
Oh, maybe 30 minutes for him will be good. I mean, Kwame Poku is always Kwame Poku. His presence alone could create problem for Alex Boachi and Bedu. You understand? So you need him to come in maybe the last 30 minutes where you work on the defense, run them down and create opportunity. And you know that when he's given opportunity, he's very clinical in front of goal. So you need him in the latter stage of the second half to come and work the Aduana centre backs down and then create the needed explosive opportunity for Kotoko.
Okay, so that is it. The players are coming out for the second 45 minutes. It's 1-1 between Asante Kotoko and Aduana, and I hand you back to a team of commentators, Nana Dako JC and Kelvin Ouswansa. See you after the game.
Aduana have scored just 5 goals in 14 visits to the Babayara Sports Stadium. Yet to win a game here. Kotoko emerging winners in 8 of those 13 meetings. Morifin Donzo has looked quite lost in the game, especially in the first half. Little was seen of him. Hopefully he gets going the right way in the second half, Morifin Donzo.
Well, I think that his greatest attribute has been his aerial threat, and the man on the screen is the one who can replace him when he fails to give up his best. But I'm sure that latter part contribution will be impactful.
He scored against Aduana last season at this venue, Kwame Opoku. His fitness has been a source of worry for Karim Zito. Ordinarily, he's Kotoko's top striker, and Morifin Donzo gets us going for second half action. Samba O'Neill with a long one looking for Amoa, who heads it down and coolly collected by Osei.
So I think the intent from Asante Kotoko is very clear. They want to start on the front foot, not like they started the first half where they were struggling to have control of the game.
Henry Enso. Anochibedu, towering figure in defense for Aduana. One of the most experienced defenders in the Ghanaian Premier League. Anochibedu, Amoa, Enso. The introduction of Babaya has seen Kotoko double up their numbers in the final third. Here is Saka Dauda. He's up against Arjiman. Cross comes in from Amoa. A miss kick from the Kotoko captain. Remember, Domako Boateng, it's long one. Finds no man in green.
That was very good control there from Saka Dauda. But the cross from Amoa, not very much impressive.
Morifin Donzo up against Anochibedu. Baba Amoa tries to go for goal and is blocked. It's a corner. That was a very timely reaction from William Denchi to deny Lord Amoa. He's been going for a second of the afternoon, Amoa.
But he sends that danger right behind him. You have to quickly get into position to make that block.
It's a Kotoko corner. First in the second half for the Porcupine Warriors. Esiedu, he's been taking all the corner kicks for Kotoko. Sends one to the near post. Headed away by Mafo. Adabo concedes the throw.
Not the very best of deliveries there from Patrick Esiedu. It was easy for Aduana to clear and be free from that danger. They should be maximizing the use of the set pieces they've had.
Poor header from Esiedu. Arthur finds Boateng. Remember, Domako Boateng finds Arthur. Mezake Friye. Emmanuel Mafo. Boateng. Swings in across Henriente's header. And Samba gets it to Babayaya, who has lost it to Arjiman. Here is Boateng. Sakadada performs his defensive duties really well, and here is Samba. Morifin Donzo caught ball watching, and Anochibedu gets it away. Here is Samba for Kotoko. Fouled by Sana. Free kick for Kotoko.
Seems to be lots of confidence Lots of positivity in the Asante Kotoko play in the second half, and Aduana seem to have come second best to the Porcupines.
Here is Lord Armour on the right side with a cross down, and Captain Boache arrives to clear the ball just before goalkeeper say will be troubled.
And you can see Armour knows that he could have done better with that decision making for a cutback. There was a loose and opening, the likes of Sakadao and Babayaya inside the penalty area. Instead of going up, was looking for Morifin Donzo. A clever thinking from Alex Boache.
Baba to Saka Dauda. Baba sends the cross in, but not good enough to have in Kotoko player getting on it.
The intent was clear, but the execution too heavy for any of those tall men. Into and Samba to latch on.
There's a foul brought in by Patrick Esedu. Kotoko is obviously missing the services of Hubert Jehu. He scored twice the last time Kotoko played here against Karela. He's out due to accumulated yellow cards. Picked up that one that took him out in that game against Vision during the midweek.
Saying that is hugely having an impact on the Kotoko play today, together with Seth Kwejo. Very much instrumental figures. A player who could have actually stepped into their shoes. Emmanuel Entry also nursing an ankle injury and unavailable for it.
That's the incident that took Maxwell Arthur down. The Kotoko medical team were just hoping for a late fitness confirmation for Seth Kojose to feature in this game, only for them to make the final decision. That he's fit to play. Maybe precautionary because Kotoko have games to play in midweek and a top one on Sunday against Samatex and Samraboy after clearing that Holy Stars game on Wednesday. Watson. Good stop by Esiedu. Here is Aqua. Now Samba O'Neill. Brought down by Anochi Bedu. And he gets the yellow card for that cynical challenge on the Kotoko captain, Stephen Anochi Bedu. Second Aduana FC player to get into the book of referee Moro Osman.
He clearly knew what he wanted to do, but that was intelligent from Samba O'Neill. He quickly had to pick up that loose pass from Peter Amido Akwa, twiddled his marker. Anochi Bedu with his experience, no. If he had allowed Samba to Sergio, it would have been dangerous for him as he was out of position as well.
Free kick for Asante Kotoko. It's 1-1 here at the Babayara Stadium. Saka Dauda and Patrick Esedu plan to execute the Saka Dauda and it's straight to Osei. No problem for the Aduana goalie, Prince Osei.
There was a direct strike there. He was trying to look for the awkward bounce, but Prince had made his calculations and picked it up.
Emmanuel Marfo. Martin. Seydou Sana. Alex Boche. Anochi Bedu. Back to his centre-back partner. Arjuman to Sana. He's been awesome in midfield, Seydou Sana. His ball controlling abilities is awesome. Now, Marfo gives away possession now. O'Neill, good play from Adabo. Amido Aqua is up against the Aduana captain. Here is Aqua. brought down by Maxwell Arthur. And Arthur will be lucky not to get a yellow card.
There's a Senegal foul.
And a silly from Arthur.
There's a Senegal foul there. The referee would be very much gracious to pardon him. He knew exactly what he was doing. Clip Peter from behind. That is a technical foul. It's just being the life wire of their Asante Kotoko team every time they need an outlet. And he delivers almost every time he's called upon.
He won Kotoko that penalty last weekend when the beat out the book. He invited a challenge from Amankwa Beatty, and Beatty was caught in the trap, brought him down, and Morfin Donzo made no mistake. And this afternoon, he displayed those flashes of brilliance, and it's been very integral in this Kotoko onslaught. It's a free kick for us, Asante Kotoko. Lord Armour shows interest. Ensu has got a power drive, and Patrick Asiedu has got what it takes. Nearly the second for Asante Kotoko. He took a wicked deflection. It should have been going in, but for that deflection in the corner.
That was a wicked deflection there. He was aiming for the top left corner, but the deflection took it the other way. Prince Jose caught flat-footed. There was nothing he would have been able to do about that if it was going to be on target.
Lord Amwa eagerly looking for a second. Now Aduana will break away. And Marfo outnumbered and loses possession. Samba O'Neill
is the leader of the army, and he rescues them when they need him. That was a very good run back to obstruct the movement of Emmanuel Mafu and ultimately win in possession for Kotoko.
Ajman.
He should be careful. He's already on a yellow card. I'm quite surprised he's still making those decisions and being ragged in midfield.
Aside the 28 meetings of these two clubs in the Premier League, they met twice in the normalization committee's championship. Kotoko won here at the Babaya 1-0 and drew in Doma. But Aduana kicked Kotoko out of the MTN FA Cup a couple of seasons ago in the round of 16 when they beat them 1-0 in Doma in Kro. And this evening at the Babayara Stadium, they are drawing 1-1 in their 29th league fixture. Joseph Ablotto, the goal scorer, Lord Armour. Flicks one looking for Saka Dauda. He wins the throw in. Final touch coming off Benchi.
Looks more like the referee has whistled for a foul instead.
Lord Armour to take the free kick for Asante Kotoko. Armour's delivery, away by Boache. Good ball from Ablo to Armour. He's got Denchi to beat. A double. Samba allows Baba to pick it up. Ensu. The target is Aqua. Good control from Aqua. The ball had already troubled outside the line. It's a good call. And Aqua has no cause to complain. He's asking whether the ball really went out. Yes, it did, Aqua.
That was a poor touch from him. And by the time Alex Boache decided to get any touch on that ball, they had already crossed the goal line. for a goal kick. That was a good spread of play there from Henry to Peter Amidu took the touch. Playing the second control let him down. That should have easily been another goal scoring opportunity created by him from a wide area.
Aduana were pegged back last weekend at home in what was the top line last weekend when they drew with Mediama Sporting Club. In a game Mediama claimed they dominated and should have won. That was the reaction in the post-match interview with Ibrahim Tanko, the gaffer. Aduana themselves have been in the news this week following the announcement of their parting ways with assistant coach W. Otando. They are now in search for a new assistant coach to help Chebari Stika. Here is Maxwell Arthur. He puts the ball behind Mizaki Free, uncharacteristically of Arthur. Morifin Donzo. Aqua. Baba Yaya and referee Moro just goes into the way of that Kotoko promising move. Baba was trying to set up somebody new before the referee just came across that move.
Well, I think that unfortunately for he himself couldn't sort his feet out. The ball was on his right. A foot he barely has any comfortability in using. I think it was salvaged by the referee with that decision he made there.
60 minutes at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Kotoko 1, Aduana 1. Henry Enso, Samba O'Neill, Baba Yaya, good ball to Abidu Aqua. And Aqua gives away possession so easily.
Well, I think it's quite surprising he wanted to take an extra touch. Donzo was waiting for that ball right inside the penalty area.
Aduana are coming up with a double substitution. Mezaka Free is making way for Ben Sidime, and Raymond Arjaman will make way for Patrick Mensah. Almost like for like substitutions by Choiba Aristika.
And clearly he knows how the game is going. He needs to quickly change Raymond Arjaman, who is on a yellow card. Kotoko have a lot of dominance in that midfield. And I think for Mechak, he's really struggled to have any impact in this game. That needs more energy on the flanks.
First legs for Aduana. One striker, one midfielder.
I think he's not looking at drawing this game or maintaining the scoreline. He wants to go for a win. He needs a victory.
If they want to win the Premier League title, these are the games you take your chance in. And you're showing no signs of allowing Kotoko to dominate this game.
Intentional fouls, making sure that the clear players want to decide to be on the move. That acceleration there from Lord Amwa cut shot.
Hilary Adamo. Benji sends it away. Enso to Baba. Adamo, he had to do that for the team.
Very combative midfielder. He picks his spot well. Industrious and knows when to cover.
And Sans ball just goes outside for a goal kick. first involvement in the game since its inclusion and having little impact so far. Here is Sidibe. He scored the only goal when Aduana beat Dreams this season in the Premier League. Plays in a two-man attack alongside Marfo as they look to get a second. A double. Morrison Donzo is the target. Anochibedu rises and gets a header on it. And Dechi comes under pressure, but decision goes in favor of Aduana.
That was from Morrison Donzo. It's quite surprising that he struggles with the aerial challenges. Had to hold on to Anochibedu's shoulder to try have anything on that ball.
Kerry Sidibe loses the challenge. Now, Boateng shots off Enzo. Mensah. Sana to Marfo. He's drawing Ablo out of his area. Now Patrick Mensah. Denchi. Seydou Sana. There's a foul against Saka Dauda.
That's a silly challenge from him.
I've seen the referee reach his pocket, yes. That's a right call and a good decision to flash him the yellow card. But harsh challenge.
A bit of frustration from him there. It was too rash a challenge. And that was needless in that area. And clearly see his frustration from not having enough of the ball.
Saka Dauda, the second Kotoko player to be booked after Joseph Ablo. The Germans, Emmanuel Marfo has been attended to after picking up a knock.
You see, Kotoko will still be looking forward to Babaya creating lots more chances. There's going to be the cock in that quagmire to give them lots of creativity. You can see Chobari Sticker also a little bit left frustrated. Things not going the way as he expects.
Patrick Mensah swings in the free kick and Marfo just can't make that contact. Can't ride the shit late for that one, Emmanuel Marfo.
Another poor decision making that from their side to go defense. That was a beautiful whip.
Kwame Opoku comes in to replace Saka Dauda, who just got yellow carded. Opoku scored against Aduana last season at this venue. He gets to play in the last 23 minutes of this game, Kwame Opoku.
Well, he's been injured for quite a long time. He's a player they trust. Once they feed him, he's going to be able to get goals. But his return, he should spark some life into the team with Morrison Donzo.
Baba, here is Patrick Kasedi. It's Lodamwa. Baba is spooling all afternoon. Yes, Maxo Ata is tracking down across from Adabo. Good play from Aqua. Goes past Amponsa. He says Sababa, yeah. And that Kela is always rising above the goalpost with a goal kick.
The idea was clear. Very brilliant play there from Peter Aduana not to lose possession. Bringing it from the wide area, finding Baba. At least that should be on target. It fell right to his favorite foot.
With a long stretching pass, trying to get to Amponsa, but he can't get to Amponsa. Has gone off. This place is taken by Silas Cherme.
It's quite surprising.
I thought he was having a very good game, son. I said.
Could be tactical. Kwame Pogo with his experience. That was poor decision making, trying to get control of the ball with his arm.
The little porcupine enjoying the action and hoping that his team gets back on the score sheet. 70 minutes at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Kotoko 1, Aduana 1.
It's quite surprising the players are confused, but they're being directed by the referee to go for a cooling break. Can see frustration from the fans. Quite surprised the decision from the referee.
The ever-present Porcupine Tertiary support base of Asante Kotoko. Always a chance to drive the team on. And Vito will always take advantage of these breaks to put the message across. And I'm sure it will be to take the game to them.
Exactly.
What this fan is equally saying in the stands.
And you can see from Abdul Karim Zito, he wants his players to push a lot more, ask a lot more questions of the Aduana midfield and defense. Well, she doesn't care, she's just enjoying herself. But the argument will continue in the stands.
And the traveling fans enjoying every bit of the action. They wouldn't mind to go back to the halfway point. That'll be better than losing here against Kotoko, who ever since Aduana's entry into the Premier League have become rivals with.
Exactly, to know the importance of this game, how uplifting it will be for them to get a point, and especially knowing that they drop points against Medium SC. They cannot afford to lose all 3 points again.
Water break over. We have 18 more minutes to play in this Kotoko, and Aduana drawing 1-0 here in Kumasi. Watch his delivery. Ablo heads the ball down. Wanting to take the throw. Sidibe is beaten to it. Here is Samba O'Neill. Good ball from Aqua, but it's a poor toss from Amwa. Mensah will take it over for Aduana. Mafo goes down from the challenge of Ensley. He wants a foul, but referee doesn't think so. And Kotoko hand possession to Aduana. Amponsa goes down, but it's advantage Aduana. Referee Moro whistles for the free kick to be taken against Kotoko.
That was poor decision making there from Hilaria Dabo. He was trying to expansively make that pass to Murphy and Donzo, but it fell to the wrong hands. And Donzo himself had to join to make that foul to keep his team safe.
Watch it. Trying an audacious one from a distance.
That's wasteful. Pretty much wasteful.
Ready to apologize for his charges. Time for Dito to test the partnership between Martin Dongo and Kwame Opoku following the exit of Albert Amwa. These two remain Kotoko's real out-and-out strikers in the first team. I thought there was an earlier foul before these two collided. Ablo.
That was pretty nasty from the two players. The whistle had already gone. Couldn't understand how they decided to go in ragged, the two players.
Mensah, who just came into the game, Patrick Mensah and Joseph Ablo. That's wild from those two.
That's very much nasty from the two players. The sliding tackle from Mensah. And then Ablo already on the yellow card. The whistle had gone. No need to launch into a challenge like that. They'll be lucky to be acquitted of a second yellow card.
75 minutes. 15 minutes away from a draw for Aduana or Kotoko, but it's very obvious that a goal can be scored before the 90 minutes. It's a very much open contest. Ablo will be lucky
on every watch. That's nasty.
If he doesn't get a red card.
The tackle on Yaya and the reaction from Ablo, both yellow cards. I think the referee has spared the players.
Trying to ensure he sympathizes with them in these last 4 minutes. Patrick Kasedu's delivering to the Aduana box. Opoku is beaten by Mwachitwe. There is Samba O'Neill. The Kotoko captain is brought down by Silas Cherme. Free kick committed by the Aduana number 6 on the Kotoko number 6.
I think Cherme is not doing himself any good giving away free kicks. He gave that earlier one in the heart of midfield away, and he's giving one closer to the penalty area. And he should be a bit more careful with his challenges. Drawing inches closer, want to become ragged just before the penalty area, and inside the penalty area it could be more costly.
Kotoko have a free kick as they go in search of the second goal. Samba O'Neill, the captain, shows interest. Patrick Kasedu has shown desire, and Enzo is equally interested. Samba Kasedu, he tries one and it's blocked by Mwache. Here is Samba O'Neill. Henry Enzo. There's a poor pass, and Patrick Mensah will take over. He's trying to send one in from Bonsa, but Aziz Dare is out to clear the danger.
Very good read of the kick there by the goalkeeper. He knew the mistake his centre-back had committed. And once that delivery was sent in onto the right, quickly rushing out of his goalkeeper's area to make the clearance. Well, he could have been more calm to keep possession for his side though.
Good ball for Mafuton Ponsa. Swings in across. Mafu is lurking. Gets something on it, and Dari gets it away for Asante Kotoko. Patrick Mensah. Silas Cherme. Maxwell Arthur. Lovely switch to the right and finds Boateng. He wants to drive from that distance. He sends one and it's saved by Dari. He nearly gave it away like he did in the first half of the Aduana opening goal. Sidibe was just lurking around to take a full advantage, and Dari is lucky this time.
Once again, quite questionable read of the game there from Asante Kotoko's defense. That was a very good drive from Sidibe. As you can see, this time around, Ablo was present to power pressure. This man was rather Henry Entu. He stretched his leg and it was enough to prevent Emmanuel Marfo from having a second laugh in the game.
Joseph Ablo. Patrick Mensah. That flick from Marfo doesn't get to bring any positive vibe for Aduana. Kotoko get into the groove here. Is Baba trying to pick out Kwame Opoku, and Osei is quick to react.
The idea was clear, intelligent play from Baba, but goalkeeper quick to the ball. He read the situation.
Hilary Adabo, Sergeant Ford for Kotoko. Here is Adabo. That's a dive. No foul, Adabo. It was obvious he dived.
It was a poor touch from him the second time, and there was no way Anochibedu was going to allow him make that movement.
Amponsa, good movement. He goes down, no foul. Legitimate tackle from the Kotoko back line. It's 80 minutes at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko 1, Aduana FC 1. Here's Lord Armour. He sees the movement of Opoku but decides to go to Aqua. Adabo. Lord Armour does want to still hang on. Patrick Mensah taking no chances with a sliding challenge. Aqua. Lord Armour, he's got a double calling for it. Here is a double swings in across Opoku's header, but it's not causing any problems for Aduana.
Very good effort there from Kwame Opoku, but there was no way Alex was going to make him free to pounce on that ball for a very good collection.
Patrick Nsienu. Now Amidu Aqua. Lovely play to go past Ellis Sherman. Baba gets to Amidu Aqua again. Here is Lord Armour. Kotoko beginning to show signs of their readiness to get a second, and Baba shot across. Caught by Osei. Promising move, but the end product not yielding any positive results.
Very good pass there. Peter Amiduakwa picking him up in this run. Papai Yaya, not his favorite foot, but actually there could have been a better really. Kwame Opoku lacking just the penalty spot, waiting for that ball, and he questions him, why not a cutback instead of a cross?
Hansen and Ponsa, fouled by Patrick Nsienu. Free kick for Aduana.
Nsienu taking one for the team. He had to bring his man down. He was out of position. Hansen was on the run. Could have had an easy way to cross that ball through. He saw the reaction from Choba Aristika. He wants his team to calm down. He'll be happy to go back to the man of the point.
And these fans are charged even in the draw. As we watch on, there seems to have some confidence that something might just work out for Kotoko to just come back into the game. If the Aduana fans have gone quiet at this time, and if the Kotoko fans have found their voices, but it's Aduana who have a free kick at this point. Adoma Kumwatin to take. Sends one in. Alex goes up. Chance for Aduana. That was really close. It's a goal kick.
Once again, Kotoko's defense caught ball watching. Not too much aggressive, trying to attack the ball in their defensive end. And that would have easily been a goal. Alex watches Samba not with the best of clearance, because he was pounced on right there by Patrick Mensah. Unfortunately, it was off target. going to be interested in the final minutes of the game. I'm sure any team that manages to score, the other will find it difficult to get a response.
Ablo's delivery. Opoku flicks it. Marvin Donzo is chasing, but goalkeeper will say, won't take any chances.
That was very good strength there from Kwame Opoku. Even with two defenders managing to get a flick, Donzo was following and actually miscalculated his steps in trying to win back possession.
Aduana will go top of the Premier League table if they win this game, because Mediama have already gone to the top spot following their win over 11 Wonders. Hearts of Lions have climbed to second spot with 21 points. Aduana, as it stands now, remain third with 20 points. Baba Yaya to Samba O'Neil. Double goes for the volley and it's straight to Osei.
Very intelligent play there from Samba O'Neil. Picked up his man a double. They're the greatest player with instinctive finishing. Good control on his chest, but going for the acrobatic play. It was too feeble to beat goalkeeper Prince Osei.
Kotoko will move to the set position. If it stays this way, they could be moving to the fourth spot if they win this game. That would mean they'll go past Akaha Savok with a victory in this game. There's 1-1 at 85 minutes. Here is Lord Amwa, the goal scorer for Kotoko. Kwame Opoku is a foul against the Kotoko striker. Free kick.
Well, Sidibe was clever, making sure that he quickly got in front of Kwame Opoku, and Opoku hit him from behind, right in front of the referee. They were disappointed. His control got too much away from his body.
That's the earlier opportunity that fell to Adamu. He did want to control and improvise with a left-footed volley, but it's not beating Osei.
Clever from Samba O'Neil. Brilliant passing to find his man. Kwame Opoku wanted him to be calm, but he couldn't wait, and that was a feeble effort there. And Henson Aponta.
Sam Adams comes in to replace Henson Aponta, and he's taking a yellow for time wasting. And Sam Adams is very familiar with this territory.
Yeah.
He once joined us at Kotoko, but he failed to live up to expectation and decided to go back to Doma, where he's found some stability. Sam Adams, the last time they played here, he missed the penalty. Here is Baba Yaya. Baba gives the ball away cheaply. And here is Boache. He also has possession to Ablo.
Quite disappointing play from the two teams in the final third of the pitch.
Flag goes up and Kwame Opoku is offside. More minutes to wrap up the game at 90 minutes. Samba O'Neil. Here is Baba Yaya. Press 1-2. Lord Amwa. A double. Amwa. Here is Baba Yaya. Tries to get to Kwame Opoku. Too much on that one for Kwame Opoku.
The intent was clear there, but that was quite a difficult pass for Kwame Opoku to pick up. But quite disappointed. He wanted to find the channel Opoku was running to. He's trying to create some more magic, but it's not happening as he wants.
88 minutes. Kotoko 1, Aduana 1. Amwa. Sam Adams trying this effort from the distance. Here's, remember, Duma Kumwate and Samba O'Neill take over. Here is Baba. Donzo. A double. Samba O'Neill. Pushed down by Sadibe. Referee says game on. Sam Adams trying to get to Mafo. Enzo arrives and gets to Dari. Samba to Baba Yaya. Baba is twisted and turning but going nowhere. He wins the free kick from the challenge of Patrick Mensah.
Baba causing all the trouble. But he's still finding it difficult to find that final pass that can break. And that's another disappointing delivery. Straight into the arms of goalkeeper Prince Osei.
With that 90 minutes, we're doing 5 additional minutes at the Baba Yara Stadium. It's 1-1 between Kotoko and Aduana. These final 5 minutes will be really crucial for both sides.
You can clearly see both sets of teams a bit worked out, trying to find that energy to be attacking the ball.
Papayaya's delivery. Donzo. Chance for Kotoko. Opoku goes down. Is a corner for Asante Kotoko. Late pressure from the Porcupines. They have a corner now.
That was a very brilliant play there from Asante Kotoko. A double finding Baba Yaya with a very good delivery. Donzo, not the very best of headers. You can see goalkeeper Prince Osei making sure that Kwame Opoku had virtually nothing to pounce on.
Donzo was trying to improvise and go with a header. Mensah's clearance. But the flag had already gone up for offside against Asante Kotoko.
And it was just safe blow had found himself in an offside position.
Aduana have a Bruno Derby up next against Chelsea on match day 11 at the Nana Ajimambe the first pack in Doma Incro. Kotoko, they have 2 crucial games. The 6th round outstanding game against Young Apostles on Wednesday. Then they have a trip to the west to play former champions Samatex next weekend.
It's quite difficult line of just for Asante Kotoko. There's a reason why they are eager to get all 3 points this particular game.
There's a poor ball from Henry Enzo.
Lots of decisions coming from him has gone pretty wrong. Giving the ball away.
The fans, some of the fans have already started going out of the stadium. The dejection on the faces of the Kotoko bench.
It's quite interesting to see how this game finishes up. And also wasted possession.
Amidu Akwa up against Alex Boache. Aduana has never lost a match day 10 fixture in the Premier League against Asante Kotoko. They've already met 3 times. 2 wins, for Aduana and a draw, with the last draw coming in the 2022-23 season when it ended goalless. And the status quo seems to be continuing in this evening's fixture. Samba O'Neill, Kotoko, pupil handball, referees not interested. The first time they met in a match day 10 fixture was in the 2010 season, where Aduana beat Kotoko by 2-0, and they beat them again on match day 10 in the 2021 season by 1-0. And so Kotoko have not been lucky against Aduana on match day 10, and it's obvious this game will end with Aduana not losing against Kotoko once again on match day 10. This should be it. Signs of frustration already setting in for the Porcupine Warriors. Aduana have given Kotoko a good run for their money. For Aduana, it will be a precious point one away from home. And Malfoy, if he doesn't walk off after the medical team have come on the pitch, then he gets a yellow card. So it's obvious these fans will be happy going back to Domayinko with what might just be a precious point for them against Kotoko.
But clearly for a team that had a double over you last season, if you come all the way to secure a point at their dreaded home ground, that is quite important and impressive.
Waiting for the final whistle from referee Imoro Osman. Alex Boachiba lose the ball away. That's the final whistle. A 1-1 draw between Asante Kotoko and Aduana FC at the Babayara Sports Stadium. The top liner have lived up to it. Exciting football. Two teams unwilling to drop points, and it's Asante Kotoko who would feel they should be making most of the home advantage. For Aduana, they remain unbeaten in their last 6 Premier League games, and Asante Kotoko still remain the only unbeaten team in the Premier League with 2 more games to play. It's full time at the Babayara Sports Stadium on match day 10 of the Ghana Premier League. Asante Kotoko 1, Aduana FC 1.